So I was planning on filming kind of a goofy video, but I changed my mind because I was looking around my room for what I could talk about, and I was reminded of something. Back in my junior year of high school, which was back in September of 2007, this guy came to talk to us. It was a school assembly about an organization called Rachel's Challenge. Rachel's Challenge was originated from the first victim of the Columbine shooting, which was Rachel Scott. And what I wanted to do was kind of talk about that. I wrote an article for the school newspaper back in when it happened. So I was hoping I could read that. I'm going to get more into it. So, April 20th, 1999, 13 lives were taken, one of the worst school massacres in U.S. history. Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold carried out a shooting rampage on their fellow classmates. One of the students was Rachel Joy Scott. On September 13th, 2007, Craig Scott, Rachel's younger brother, came to our school to speak about Rachel's theories and codes. He told us her story about how she wanted people to know that compassion is the greatest form of love. Rachel had a theory that if one person went out of their way to show one act of kindness, then it would start a chain reaction. This wasn't just a theory because she had been practicing it for most of her life. Rachel wanted to leave an impact on the world, and she definitely has. Craig Scott and his family, along with close friends of the family, have been traveling all around America in order to spread Rachel's story. When Craig came to our school, he gave an amazing presentation about his sister and a brief history about what happened that day. He was in the library, joking around with his friends, when he heard a popping noise outside. He thought it was just some seniors pulling a prank because it had been towards the end of the year. Little did he know that the popping noise was directed towards his sister, the first of the 13 victims. His two close friends, Matthew Ketcher and Isaiah Scholes, were also victims of this horrible event. Craig was able to escape from the library unharmed after witnessing the murder of his friends. Not too much later, the shooters returned to the spot where he had been and committed suicide after murdering 12 students, a teacher, and leaving 25 wounded. Craig had amazing courage to be able to go around and recount everything he had gone through. Understood, this isn't the easiest of all topics to talk about, but when he came to our school, there was one goal, that was spread the word of Rachel's Challenge, which is 1. Eliminate prejudice by looking for the best in others. 2. Dare to dream, set goals, keep a journal. 3. Choose your influences, input determines output. 4. Kind words, small acts of kindness equals huge impact. Start a chain reaction with family and friends. And the quote, you may just start a chain reaction. Our school did at the time accept Rachel's Challenge to spread kindness throughout the halls. So my high school started a Friends of Rachel's Club. And basically, we followed the rules of Rachel's Challenge, which, again, show one act of kindness and we may just change the world. In the end, only kindness matters, which is a quote from Jewel's song, My Hands. And, I don't know, it just kind of really affected me when I first heard the presentation, because afterwards, since I was on the school newspaper, I did get the chance to go talk to Craig Scott about everything that happened, and he recommended me some books to read on more of the subject, which, they were all written by Rachel's father. First one is Chain Reaction. This one gets more into Rachel's Challenge than the others. Talks a lot about Columbine and what we could do to prevent other school shootings or shootings in general. The next one is Rachel's Tears, which is more about Rachel, how she always tried to do that one act of kindness in school, and more talking about, obviously it's going to talk about Columbine. The third, Rachel's Smiles, which talks more about Rachel's Challenge and gives step-by-step into different situations in schools and explains more about how they go out around. And then finally, there's one book that I actually found on my own, was the Journal of Rachel Scott, which they found in her book bag after Columbine, and it was evidence and everything. But there's pages to write your own stuff in, and then there's her journal. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of a strong topic. I don't know what really got me talking about it, but the books were sitting right here in front of me. So, yeah. One act of kindness could go a long way. Columbine, I know I probably shouldn't say where I'm from on here, but, the American Civic Association shootings back in 2009 happened 3 streets down from me. It was leveled on a higher scale of higher than Columbine, just because there were more deaths. There was 14, I believe, but it was still a massacre, and it happened in my hometown. It happened relatively close. Yeah, it was the Binghamton Massacre. And I just wonder if, I don't know, like, not like Rachel's challenge in general, but, or per se, but more like, if someone had talked to him, found the letter beforehand, done something, what could have happened, what could have been done. But all this coulda, woulda, shouldas don't help. And, I guess I want to take the time for the end of my video to dedicate it to the lives, families, friends, and everyone that happened, part of Columbine, other school shootings, the American Civic Association massacre, everything. So, yeah. Chain reaction. Just one act of kindness can start a chain reaction. And, you never know. You can have a big impact. You could do something to change the life of somebody. Just try to help, I guess. Never know. One small step can go a long way. And, I guess we'll see you guys all next Sunday. Later days.